it comes to dating, the search for the special relationship is not always easy. That is why I got married at age 48. But for my next guest, looking for love has been even more challenging because for most of her adult life, she's been saying, it's not me, it's you. Now, follow me here. This is Sonali Chandra, beautiful woman. She prefers to call sex making love and is committed to not having that level of physical intimacy in a relationship until she's met the one. There's a ring on her wedding finger, wedding night, and that's when it will happen. But Sonali says that whenever she shares with her dates that she's a 35-year-old virgin waiting for marriage, they ghost her. And she's been ghosted, she says, guy after guy. It happens so many times that as an aspiring stand-up comedian, she worked her dating dilemmas into her act. Take a look.
I suppose virginity is like a car. Once you've had it for 20, 30 years, no one else wants it either. So much for old is gold. I'm obviously single, as you can guess, and that too is annoying because people are constantly asking me when I'm gonna get married. So I turned around and said, hey, when are you getting divorced?
Good morning, welcome to the Tamron Sonali Chandra. Sonali, okay.
Hi.
You grew up pretty conservative, no sleepovers, very conservative family, and you've made the life decision, which I think no one's surprised that there are 35-year-old virgins, or are they?
People are shocked.
People are?
General audiences are shocked.
Are y'all shocked? No. No? See, we're open-minded around
right,
here.
exactly.
But when you go on dates, guys have been stunned to hear this.
Their jaws drop. They are in disbelief. They're like, how is that possible? You're so beautiful. I'm like, well, men have tried, but they just want one-night stands, and I'm not about that at all.
How, no, that's right. How,
Yes.
thank you. How, when you go on a date, how soon do you tell them that you're a virgin?
The instant they want to sleep with me.
Oh, okay.
Like, should I just let them think that I know what I'm doing? Because I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh my God. So, before you accept the invitation, like a guy meets you, they say, oh, you're beautiful, I'd like to go out for drinks. So you say, I just want to tell you this off the top, this is not going anywhere unless we get married.
That I don't do.
Okay.
But like once we meet and if we're talking for over an hour or so and they want to take me to bed, which is usually what's been happening. Because in my generation, what I've found is it's all about instant gratification,
right, sure.
hookups.
Swipe left, let's get in.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
That's when I reveal it, and that's when they vanish.
And people ghost you. Have you tried to have conversations with after, say, are you kidding me? You're ghosting me over the fact that I want to wait until it's right?
I've never had that post-ghost conversation.
No post-ghost conversation.
What's the point? They've already hurt me. He's already hurt me. I'm not going to let him hurt me again.
Right. Well, I guess that's true. So you've empowered yourself. Good. Yeah, absolutely. You moved in 2019 to Los Angeles because you said, I'm going to focus in on my career. And so you weaved in this part of your journey in your comedy act.
I turned my emotional pain and made it into a humorous act, yes.
Wow. You know, I'm smiling and I have to tell you, I'm taken aback because maybe I didn't fully absorb how that could be and is painful, right? You want to find someone special. You have your line, if you will, in the sand of what you want, and people rejecting you for that. And let me say, I'm sorry, because I feel like in some ways I was like, oh, how big of a deal could it be? But it is, because it's pulled on your heart, and people have hurt you because of this.
Absolutely. You know, I was born and raised in America.
Yeah.
My parents are from India, they're immigrants, and the way they raised me with all great intentions, but they wanted to instill in me traditional Indian values. And to this day, premarital sex is taboo. It happens, don't get me wrong, but traditionally, it's taboo. Dating was a big no-no for me. So then, because I wasn't allowed to develop that life skill growing up, to this day, I don't know how to date, but I've developed a set of standards, if you will, about what I want and who I'm looking for, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that, not at all. When we come back, what is Sonali looking for? And she does have a special guy in her life. He's not her boyfriend, but he's definitely by her side. We're gonna meet him after the break. Welcome back, Tamron. We are back with Sonali Chandra, who has said, it's not me, it's you when it comes to her dating life. She's waiting until she meets the one and is married to him before she is going to have sex with him, point blank. Sonali says she's been ghosted over and over by dates when they find out her commitment to remain a virgin. She's 35 years old, but there's been somebody very special in her life and supportive at her side for some 20 years. He's her best friend. Sonali calls him her big brother from another mother. Welcome to the show, Jay Rana. Jay, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All
I
right.
appreciate it.
20 years, that's a long friendship.
Long time.
What do you think of her repeatedly being ghosted here?
Besides being it a little bit unfortunate,
Yeah.
I mean, I tell her that she has to be strong herself
Yeah.
in order to find a stronger man.
Oh.
You know, because a man has to be strong.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. I mean, like she just said, after the first date, she would tell the caller, listen, I still got my V card.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
Your V card is your virgin card.
Yeah.
Correct.
So at that point, the dude has to be strong enough to say, you know what, it's all good. Let's go on a second date. Let's go on a third date. Let's go on a fourth date. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the work. Absolutely.
Okay, so obviously they're asking in your heads, and I know where we're going here. What about Jay?
Aw. Oh,
I
Tamron.
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
I mean, Jay is handsome.
Thank
He's
you.
smart. He's a stand-up guy. You've known him for 20 years.
Right.
I mean, I don't know how you feel about her, but I'm gonna make this happen.
Ew.
Like, okay, so what are you looking for?
Well, first of all, he DJ'd my Sweet 16, right? So we met when I was so young. Like, he's always been like a big brother type figure to me. That's just,
Look
I
at you
don't.
all.
Okay, that's my Sweet 16.
Jay on the
Yeah.
ones and the twos. Okay.
Wow.
That's a beautiful party. So what are you looking for?
I'm looking for my soulmate, my forever man. He should be a chivalrous gentleman who is moral, ethical, handsome, funny, ambitious,
I love that.
health-oriented, and will treat me like a queen.
All right.
Okay?
So, you know, you're 35, you're not dating right now, but you're gonna start back dating, or where are you standing on this dating thing?
I'm open to whatever happens,
I love it.
but I do need that ring before my first time happens with my one and only.
I think, you know, I am surprised that people would be so taken aback, and I'm certainly surprised that someone would ghost you, because that's just, we just had Lolo Jones on. It's not like we don't talk about this thing, but keep your standards. Stay where
Right.
stay firm.
Absolutely.
In what you believe. Jay, you have any friends for her to meet? You're over there DJing at
You know,
parties.
being in the wedding industry for the past 20 years, I have a network of single men, single women, all that good stuff. So I'm gonna introduce you to a few people.
I don't know. You're like her brother. I think you might be too
See,
protective.
that's exactly what it is. I am definitely protective, right? Because I know how guys are.
Yeah.
I mean, I was born and raised right here in Jersey, so I know the expectations of guys in Jersey.
Yeah.
When she moved out to LA, I figured there would be a different type of guy. But men are men.
Men, oh. Well, listen, the men are men, but they're good men. You're a good man. There are
appreciate
many
that.
great men in our TAM fam. So you'll find your forever love, and then you will have your special night. So stay true to yourself. But meanwhile, keep making us laugh in your stand-up routines and using this as comedy.
Will do.
All right. I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank
you for
you.
sharing your journey.